James? Miss Bateman? James, can you hear me? James? I'm in the barn. Where are you? James? Hey. Hey! No. God damn it! No! James, come on! Hello, anyone? This is Cole West. Cole West, September 1986. Please, someone, pick up. This is Cole West.
Mr. West,
Morning, Mr. Henderson.
that was quicker than I thought.
This is where I am right now. That's where I'm going to be in 2 years. That's enough for 1 year without financial aid. If I get the scholarship and I only work a few more hours each summer,
Slow down, Cole.
I can get enough for 4 years with the loans. I can get a job, I can get my degree, work both, and pay it all back.
You've put a lot into this. What do these numbers look like without the Everett Scholarship?
Well, that's $4,500 per year, so I'd only be able to get 2 years in. But if I apply within the next year, I'd have enough.
The Everett Scholarship is our biggest grant, Cole. They only give it to 3 people. What makes you think your application is enough?
I mean, I read the books. I just started working at the library here, and so I hear all the lectures.
You have a summer position, Cole. Once your training period is done, there's no classes for you to visit. And once the school year starts, they're going to replace you.
Yeah, I know. But I can get the money.
Additionally, dimensional science isn't a common field outside of this school. It's a lot easier to stand out as a physicist or a biologist. You've seen dissections, chemical reactions.
Yeah.
You can't demonstrate your abilities as well in the field of dimensional science. I'm not saying you can't apply, but the information you're giving me just isn't enough. I'm sorry, Mr. West. It just isn't going to happen right now. Well, we have hundreds of graduates in the Dimensions program. Are you looking to interview students? We have a lot of people who'd be very interested in your project.
Tell me about Cole West.
Cole West? Cole's a pretty bright kid, actually. But he's not a student. He's only here for the summer.
He's not a student.
No, he's a part-time librarian. But he's very passionate about the Dimensions program.
You do a lot of homework for someone who doesn't attend Everett. What class is it for?
It's for Morrison's dimensional criticism course.
You chose to listen to that old fossil?
Yeah?
What's on the page? Dimensionals. Fun stuff, huh? Everett says it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
You don't?
Mr. Henderson says you're a pretty bright kid.
Great. Did you tell him to let me into the college then?
Not quite.
So, who are you? How do you know who I am?
I'm Cameron Bateman. We graduated here in 1980.
Okay.
Dimensional science majors.
The only two in our class.
Wow. Everyone does that here. Is it a fun major?
Seems like you would know. You've been sneaking around here for what? Couple of months?
4 years.
Wow, 4 years.
I like science.
You like science.
I like learning.
Why here?
I like learning dimensional science.
Why here?
What?
Why Everett?
Because Everett's the only college with the dimensional science major.
So?
So...
You've already learned everything that they're going to teach you.
Why are you learning about this? Why does any of it matter if it's all just theory?
We've all been taught at this very college that the science is unattainable. We're working on a way to push the dimensions beyond theoretical.
You mean dimensional experiments?
Dimensional experiments.
Good luck with that.
This is less than 1% of the research we have.
We've done all the prep we need to. It's time to start working.
Who says your research is accurate?
I suppose we won't know until we've made contact with another dimension.
Whoa. Make contact? As in sending someone into another dimension?
sending someone through another dimension. The temporal dimension, time.
Why?
In the temporal dimension, time can be adjusted. You send a dimensional through the temporal dimension and back into our stable dimension. But this time, we're in the past.
Time travel?
Why dimensional sciences?
What?
Why are you so interested in something you can never experience?
I don't know. Why are you?
You first.
What?
Why dimensional sciences?
I don't know. I just like it. It's fun for me to study.
You just like to study it. That's the end goal?
No, but I'm allowed to like it.
Why?
I don't have a reason.
What if we do? What if you're a part of the science?
What if we've been looking for you?
Let's say, hypothetically, Everett knows more about you than you think.
Maybe in this completely hypothetical situation, Everett's done the same research we have.
What reason? What?
Maybe there's a bigger reason you can't get into Everett.
Okay, what are you doing?
Maybe you're a dimensional.
I gotta go now.
If you're interested in Operation Orange, give us a call.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Miss Bateman, and, Mr.
Mr. New. It's a pleasure meeting you, Cole.
Yeah. I'll, yeah.
Well, that scared him.
No worries, Bateman. He'll come around.
New technology. This is James.
James, it's Cole West.
Mr. West. How's Everett these days?
It's fine. Graduation was today. It was a little quiet, I guess.
More time to read books?
Yeah. More time. More books.
Cole, you have an opportunity with us. You know that.
How do you know? How do you know I'm a dimensional?
Come by the lab. You'll see.
James, it's just. I really want to learn about this stuff. I do. But I need money. I need time. I can't just put my life aside for this.
What's your life? You're assuming that your life is what you're doing right now. What's more important, doing the same thing you've been doing every day, or moving forward, making a change, now? We'd pay you. It's a risk. To do anything you need risks, right? How do you get that job? You took a risk. You risked rejection. And Everett, you're risking time. You're risking falling behind. But you're still pushing. How is this any different?
What tests can you run? How can you prove that I'm a dimensional?
You free tomorrow morning?
Welcome to the lab.
Cole, this here's the future.
This is a time machine?
Not exactly.
If what we do today is successful, we'll have absolute certainty that you're a dimensional.
Is that prep work we've been talking about?
When you said research, you meant it.
I apologize if my methods are invasive, but this has become a priority.
That's for you to read if you want to. We want you to be just as informed on what we know about you.
And from there, your move.
What is that?
It's temporal radiation.
You got elements from the time dimension in our world?
It's synthetic. I doubled in chemistry. The molecular structure mirrors temporidium.
Theoretically, temporidium is what's in your blood. It's what makes you a dimensional. Your genetic makeup provides us with access to the temporal dimension.
If this doesn't work, we won't be able to activate the dimensional part of you.
If this doesn't work, we're gonna make it work.
Trial 1 is unsuccessful. Increasing the independent variable. Trial 2 is...
Pointless, Bateman. The more blood you put into it, the more it's going to saturate. We need to restructure the
We
radiation.
need patience right now. We're not done yet.
You're right.
Increasing the independent.
I sincerely apologize, Mr. West.
James.
Trial 3 is successful.
That's it! That's it! That's real Temporidium!
I'm a dimensional!
Yes! Yes! We did it! We did it! Cool! Cool! It's here! This is it! We can finally do Operation Orange!
I could travel to the temporal dimension!
Yes! Through time itself! What do you say, Cole?
Yeah, I'm in!
It's happy, arrogant. I think I might be happy if I wasn't out with them and they're happy. It's a lovely place to be. Happy that the fire's full of bomb and is a shield. With a haircut, smile, and the meaning of style is a night out with the boss. Where you win or you lose, and it's them who choose. And if you don't win, then you've lost. What a good place to be. Don't believe it.
Morning, Mr. West.
So, Operation Orange is a matching game.
Exactly. 4 disasters, 4 dimensions. You're gonna find which dimension breached at each disaster.
This is about opportunity, but it's also about proof. We need evidence.
These dimensions are alternate dimensions, right? So there are going to be aspects that come into our world during breaches. Relics.
This is the fun stuff, Cole. There's legends about a book from the temporal dimension.
Which is the dimension I'm going through.
Right. Your dimension. The time dimension.
What's in the time book?
We're not sure. Our research points to it being a written record of all of time. What that means, we don't know.
But why would the relic be a book? That's man-made.
Right.
Does that mean there's people in these alternate dimensions?
We're not there yet. We want to be.
We want to be, yes. Remember, this is the point of all of this.
But why would you need a written record of time?
Well, it's not about what the book is. We're sending you back, we're getting all this data. But with the time book, we'd have physical evidence of another dimension in our world. You would have that on it.
But until then, it's a matching game.
Matching game.
Dimensions breached into our world, and we're figuring out which dimensions caused different disasters.
We've got a lot of research for you, but we want to make sure you have enough time to read all of it.
I do.
Cole, you have 2 jobs now. The least we can do is pay you.
I'll make time. I can't ask you guys to pay me more than you already are. We have to fund this project, right?
Right.
Ready to learn?
Ready to learn.
A lot of this is early work, but we're gonna need most of it for our experiments.
Prioritize anything in this first box.
This is a lot to learn.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, I'm excited. It's nice to learn without limits, you know?
Mr. West, I really appreciate you.
All right, we've got work to do. You're part of this now. Just let us know if it becomes too much for you, okay? We don't want to overwhelm you.
Of course. I really want this to work. I'm all in.
All right, Cole. Day 1 of training.
What am I looking at?
This is a dimensional radiometer. We read all values and fractions.
We learned about this in dimensional mathematics. The radiation is on a lower level than anything in our dimension, and it's impossible to read. And I'm assuming you made it possible.
Correct.
Miss Bateman's device is going to be the critical element in the documentation of Operation Orange. Again, Cole, matching disasters, 2 dimensions. You're going to learn to read radiation from the Ultronian dimension, which we don't know much about. The Hollow World dimension, electricity. The Nocturnal dimension, which is where you go when you sleep. And the Temporal dimension, your dimension. Time. All right, Mr. West. 4 repeating disasters. Have you read our notes on any of them?
The prairie fire. Based on your notes, it looks like an explosion.
An explosion of that scale would have left different results.
But the air outside went from summer heat to like 1,500 degrees in seconds.
That's correct.
Miss Bateman, that's definitely an explosion.
The grass burned without being displaced. An explosion would have blown it apart.
So you're telling me you think the fire just appeared?
Exactly. That's why we think it's a dimensional breach. The fire simply started existing. But you're gonna help us figure out which of the dimensions broke through at the fire. And if it was the temporal dimension, you'll find the time book.
Damn it!
Disaster 2 involved a lot of water. You read about that yet?
No, not yet.
Hurricane. Big one. Absolutely devastating. 20,000 people just demolished by this force of nature.
Do you have a specific hurricane in mind?
1780. Ripped through Puerto Rico, Florida, Bermuda. Catching on?
Yeah.
Planes, boats, people, missing, unexplained. Until now. Whatever dimension broke through in that hurricane, it left some evidence in the Bermuda Triangle.
The breach in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Right now I'm confused because your notes talk about the weather patterns, but they don't add up to the explosion in 1878.
The weather patterns change rapidly due to the duration of the breach. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Lightning strikes the mill. Okay. Sudden explosion in the first mill. The explosion creates a fire. The fire spreads to the other mills. More explosions.
All right, Cole. The most recent dimensional breach was in 1980, my graduating year, the volcanic eruption of Mount St. Helens.
Did you know it was a breach?
I was positive. But here's the kicker. According to our research, the dimension broke through 52 days before there was any damage. March 27th, the initial earthquake matched the breach. Boom! No one was hurt, but damn, that was on the radar! The news is freaking out, everyone's going crazy.
So were you able to predict the second eruption?
My senior thesis. The professor failed me for an unreliable prediction.
What? That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But then May 18th came. And what happened on May 18th? Everett's getting ready to hand out their diplomas. Professor Dick is in his office getting ready to brainwash some new students. And then, boom! The second eruption. Mount St. Helens blows its top off. There's rock, ash, trees all coming down the mountain, destroying everything in their path. Coming to the bottom, which is where you'll be.
Whoa, what?
Mount St. Helens is our first stop. You are going to travel back to 1980. You're going to get some readings on the radiometer, and then we'll pull you back.
You think it's a good idea to have me that close to the eruption?
We need to. We'll keep you safe.
I don't know how comfortable I am with that.
Mr. West, these risks are necessary. Going to the mountain is a drastic change from doing all this research, but it needs to happen. It's how you become stronger. It's how you'll become smarter. Yeah. Right.
We can just experiment whenever we want to. We've never been able to do that before.
It's how we grow. You can't move forward with something without trying something new. Breakthroughs don't always happen without drastic change.
Drastic change. But what if you make a mistake? What if you ruin it?
There's this guy at Everett. He was in the class above me. I can't remember what his major was. Anyway, he would always bring these beautiful wooden sculptures to class. His uncle was a woodworker. He worked at this company, and one day they brought in new tools, machines that would make perfect, exact shapes every single time. New workers came in, and all they had to do was push a button, and they were told they were being creative. Uncle Woodworker becomes replaceable. His creativity isn't valued. So what does he do? He branches out, tries something new. Drastic change. And he uses the same tools he's always used. And he makes just about every mistake you can. He splits the wood, he carves too deep, he misses his line, you name it. Uncle Woodworker learns from his mistakes. And sometimes he builds off of them. Drastic change.
But if the machines don't make mistakes, then Uncle Woodworker can't compete.
The machines don't make mistakes, but they also don't make decisions. They can't be creative. If a piece of wood, this beautiful, natural object, becomes unpredictable, it's thrown out. But Uncle Woodworker can still use it. And Uncle Woodworker, he's good. And the only way to become good at something you're not is to do it. But Uncle Woodworker doesn't want to lose a finger, right?
Right.
So there are rules. In our case, the laws of time, right?
The laws of time.
Physics, chemistry, biology, they all have rules. Dimensions do too. The temporal dimension has some very strict rules.
Would we be breaking them by time traveling?
No, you can't. The laws of time would prevent it. Whatever mistake you made would be corrected. Maybe one day we'll learn how to carefully break the laws of time, but right now it really isn't possible.
So you're saying we can't go back in time and, like, I don't know, kill
You can't change anything that affects how things are right now. You can't go back 5 minutes ago and push me off the dock because 5 minutes ago it didn't happen. So no, you can't go back in time and kill Hitler.
But if I pushed you off the dock 5 minutes ago, then in 5 minutes when I came back, I would have gotten that idea from future me, who would have gotten the idea from future me, who would have gotten the idea from future me, and so on, you know?
The grandfather paradox.
Is that possible?
It is. But there are consequences. You leave a hole in the temporal dimension. You leave room for other things.
Other things?
Cole, you made a drastic change when you joined Operation Orange. You made your first mistake tonight when you showed up late.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What did you learn?
I guess I learned not to do it again.
Really? I learned that I need to come out here more often at night. Well, Cole, we're here.
We're here.
We're gonna send you back 1 week. You'll arrive in this exact spot Saturday the 31st at 12 o'clock p.m. No one will be here. After 20 seconds, we'll pull you back.
What should I do when I'm there?
Wait for us to pull you back.
We ready?
Yeah.
See you on the other side.
See ya.
Holy shit, holy shit.
Stay focused.
You just sent someone into another dimension.
Stay focused.
Shit! Cole! Cole, wake up! Come on!
He's breathing.
Cole! My God.
Oh, look at me.
You all right?
How long were you back?
A week.
A week?
I went back the right day. And I waited. But I never went back. I saw us come in. And I hid. Over there. I saw you send me back. But I didn't want to mess it up more.
You're here. You're alive.
You need to rest.
Soon. We're not quite done here yet.
Not now. Safety is our #1 priority.
Okay. Cole can rest, but you and I need to get to work immediately.
Guys, I'll be okay.
Great. So next we...
James, we need to reevaluate.
No, Bateman, we need to move forward. The government wants results, not tests.
The government wants safety. We want safety. They're not going to fund a death trap. Cole is our priority here.
All right. What does Cole think?
Operation Orange needs to keep moving, but we need to stabilize the temporal dimension. I'm willing to take risks on this project, but we need to at least put an effort into making it safer.
Cole, there might not be time.
If we don't make it safer, you might not have me.
Fine.
And I have ideas. Miss Bateman and I can make something to keep me in the stable dimension in the same time.
We can't do that with synthetic radiation.
We have the real deal. We can do it.
Okay, but we can slow down if you want.
He doesn't want to slow it down. Right, Cole?
James!
Stop. We do need to keep moving, but I'm not going to do it if it's not safe. I'm giving you guys options here, and there's no reason you shouldn't be taking them. James?
Yes. We stabilize the time dimension. But we have to do it on the way. We need to keep moving.
Okay. Deal. Miss Bateman?
But if we can't make a stabilizer, we don't go forward.
All right. Settled. We just made contact with another dimension. Holy shit. You guys make the stabilizer? I'm gonna give our investors a call. Next stop, Washington. Science has just always been something we've done. My father worked on Apollo 4 and my grandpa on Los Alamos, the Manhattan Project.
The theory of atoms created the most powerful weapon. And your dad helped people go into space, which nobody really knew about.
And now new technology is turning theory into practice with dimensions.
Wow.
My father always told me that in order to succeed, you need to step outside of what you know. Risks, drastic change.
Most of what I've done with my life has been a drastic change.
Really?
Yeah. No one in my family was a scientist. But even if they were, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't matter.
What do you mean?
I mean, you guys grew up saying, I want to be a scientist, but I wanted to be everything. I wanted to paint, I wanted to fight, I wanted to fly. I wanted to be everything. Even if I end up doing this forever, I'm happy. If I end up doing something else, I'm still happy.
So, how'd you end up here if you wanted to do everything?
I liked chemistry. We only did a little bit of it in classes, but seeing what people could do with simple elements, I focused on that for a little bit. Then I went to a summer camp for nerds like us and met James.
What about you, Cole?
Oh, I thought I liked all this because I was part of the science.
Yeah, but you still have your reasons.
I just don't want to do what everybody else does. We gotta be different, right? Gotta do something that means something. I don't know. I feel like I can't do that with dimensional science. Sometimes I wish I didn't like it so much. And I never had time to. I just keep learning. And then you guys came around. Made me worth something. Not just because I'm a dimensional, but you guys care so much about what you do. And you care so much about people.
If what we're doing has the slightest chance of helping people, then that's worth putting our lives into. That's what Operation Orange is to me.
To opportunity. All right, guys. We got a big day tomorrow. Somebody wins. Yeah. I've been thinking about what you said last night. You thought your dream was over.
Yeah, I guess.
You were discouraged because of the limitations that Everett put on you.
Yeah, but I got here, and I know for damn sure that Everett's gonna make me smarter.
Right. Everett's style of education needs to exist. You took what you learned and you pushed it beyond school. You were inspired. So maybe the problem isn't with Everett. Maybe it's that people aren't being inspired anymore.
You guys inspired me. Maybe people don't have to do what we do. Someone has to sort books at the library. Someone has to teach students. Someone has to push buttons on a machine. We just happen to be the ones who do science. Not many people can say they do that.
Everyone I've spent time with in the past has at least wanted to push the limits, make new limits.
But that's because you choose to spend time with people who are just like you. People like us don't get to have normal friendships. We're stuck with this weird work thing.
I don't know about you, but I'm very okay with that.
Me too.
What we're doing here, the three of us, not just Operation Orange, but it's special.
It's crazy to think that this is just the beginning.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, these are the days we're gonna look back on. Like, remember the time we went to Washington? Or remember when we found the time book?
Just the beginning.
Do you approve?
Yeah, hopefully we can finish by tonight.
We will. I've been putting a radio system in there. I brought all the parts just in case.
A radio system?
Yeah, if it's stabilized, then you can talk to us across time.
You're a genius. You excited?
You have no idea how many times I've had to read about that volcano for James's stupid thesis. I'm kidding, of course. You should get some sleep. You've got a big day tomorrow.
Someone's got to keep you awake.
So what's next for Cole West?
Next?
Yeah, what do you want to do after Operation Orange?
More operations, I guess?
So new technology.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be nice to have another rational voice.
You're saying James isn't rational?
James is rational. He's not me. Sometimes he forgets that. We're actually pretty different.
Yeah?
He's brilliant. He asks all the right questions and knows how to talk to people. But he was never really a straight A student. In fact, he graduated near the bottom of his class.
Then Why is he?
Because it doesn't matter. He knows that. It doesn't matter because he has me. He doesn't need all that science-y stuff in his skill set because I can carry out the project. But me, I don't... I need someone to point me in a direction. Give me a job and I can do it better than anyone else.
What if you didn't need that direction?
I don't know. I probably would just get distracted. Do a lot of things, but I wouldn't focus.
What about James?
What about James?
What do you think he would do if he had your skill set?
I don't know. James has a very powerful mind. And he's persistent and knows when to break the rules. But if you give that to the wrong person, then it goes too far. I think James is dangerous. I think he's supposed to be. I think you're dangerous. I'm dangerous. But that power, I don't know a better word. That's really something. But I'm thankful for what we have.
Hi, Miss Bayman.
Hi. We made it.
We did.
It's a big step.
Yes, but only temporary. We move forward. Keep pushing.
What if after this jump we took a break?
What?
Not a big one, just time to prep for the next jump.
Bateman, we've done everything we need to.
We could use the rest. Cole could use the time.
Bateman. Are you okay?
I just think we need to reevaluate. Cole's a good kid. What we're doing, what Operation Orange...
You're scared. You don't need to be.
We need safety.
We need to move forward. We're strong.
We're smart too. Not all limits are bad.
Jesus, I know, but Bateman, tomorrow we're doing something revolutionary. You want to stop there? Something for Everett to teach the next 20...
I'm not saying we leave it. We just wait.
Okay. Thank you. We should go to bed. We're changing the world tomorrow. Look at that. The power of the dimensions.
You sure we can't get a reading from here?
Not in the stable dimension, but when you go back, then we will be.
Remember, Cole, by the time you get back, the first dimensional breach will have already happened. So in order to have an accurate reading, you'll witness the mountain's integrity failing.
You pull me back after the eruption?
We don't have the exact second of the eruption on our record, but if you can't get a reading until the moment it goes, then you let us know. You'll see the eruption before the shockwave hits you.
right, Mr. West. Bateman did a good job, huh? Testing. 1, 2.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
So we're all set on our side, Bateman.
Your body's still getting used to the temporal radiation, okay? The math has been retested, double and triple checked. You're not getting stuck in 1980.
What if I do? Do I just wait here for you guys?
You're standing in front of an active stratovolcano. If you get stuck, you get killed.
But that's not going to happen. You're not going to get stuck in the past again. Remember your formulas.
Right.
Ready, Miss Bayman?
Ready.
Mr. West?
Let's do this.
Cole! Cole, are you there? Mr. West? Cole, can you hear me? Cole!
Holy shit.
Cole! Did you make it?
Yeah.
Yes!
Getting anything?
There's something. Not enough to get a reading.
Cole, according to our schedules, the eruption is going to start soon.
Cole, what was that?
It's starting. I'm not getting anything yet.
Cole, you with us?
Yeah.
Well, once you get your reading, we're gonna start your retrieval.
Damn it, James, this stuff's gonna break through the ground before the mountain blows.
Cole, do you need us to pull you back?
No, wait. Nocturnal dimension. 1/1. The dream dimension.
1/1, that's enough for standard equipment to pick up.
And that's enough to kill Cole.
What?
Okay, bring him back.
Cole, we're gonna pull you back. Your stabilizer is gonna fluctuate, but it's a small ratio.
Pull me back right now. Shit.
Cole, don't pass out on us.
Cole!
Cole, wake up. Cole! Yeah!
Scare us like that!
Cole, do you know what this means? What? We have unlimited access to the nocturnal dimension. We can come back here whenever we want.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move forward. Now, I see two options ahead of us, the mill explosion or the prairie fire. Realistically, we're not going to Bermuda for a dimensional breach until we've exhausted all our other options for Operation Orange.
Well, what if we focused on all the other dimensions, not just the temporal dimension? We could get the time book, but we just open the opportunity to the nocturnal dimension. Maybe we focus on the time dimension after all the other dimensions.
Have we considered taking a temporary hiatus?
Bateman, we've talked about this.
Right, and then we sent Cole into an active volcano, and he could have easily been killed.
But he wasn't.
I wasn't.
I appreciate what you're saying, Bateman, but we can't keep spending time on insurance.
Idea. We can move forward without time traveling again.
That isn't necessarily moving forward.
Yes, it is. We can go to the mill or the prairie without time traveling, right?
Right. We can prepare more and make our jump safer.
Yeah, I mean, think of if we had more time in Washington, all the stuff we could have prepared.
James, I know you hate waiting. I know that. But we can't take shortcuts here. You said it yourself. The government wants results. Well, we have to give them good results.
And James, we have good results. Call the investors. We've found the nocturnal dimension. And if we don't get the time book, we still struck gold.
Cole, you're a part of the science. But you're also one of the founders of new technology, right? And your voice matters. I think Bateman would agree.
I do agree.
So what I'm saying is I appreciate you keeping us in check. Both of us, right?
Yeah, both of us.
So, what's the move, boss?
All right. Well, I say we go to the prairie. It sounds less dangerous than the mill, and we can scout out the area without time traveling.
All right. You all right with moving forward like this, Bateman?
Seems like we have a wonderful plan. Next week?
Cole?
Next week works.
Next week. Fire wiped out grass, plants, everything. All this used to be grass, except for a couple of trees here and there.
Do you know where the fire started?
Not exactly.
We have a general area. But I have no idea where to start.
You guys sure the owner's okay with us being here?
Don't worry, Mr. West. We did our part. Tommy here is getting a part of our budget.
Is that the radiometer?
Temporal dimension, 1/112.
How?
It's not coal. Something out here has time radiation.
The time book?
Here.
This has never happened before. This much radiation in the stable dimension?
Do you think it's...
It really could be. Here!
What the hell?
That's your stabilizer. You've been here before.
What?
You must have been here in 1698. We must have sent you back. Or we haven't
So
yet.
that's from future me? In the
Right. It's broken.
We can't send Cole through again. If we know that this is inevitable.
We have to send Cole through. If this is here, he's already been here.
Guys, we can make another stabilizer that doesn't break.
You can't do that, Cole. Since the stabilizer is here, then we have to follow through with it. If we fix it and make it so that it doesn't break, then that wouldn't be here.
These are the laws of time, Cole.
But if they're gonna be
Then it's
corrected-
going to leave a hole. It's going to leave a gap between the stable dimension and the temporal dimension.
Okay. I have an idea. The mill.
Cole,
If we go there first, we have to leave the stabilizer here, right? So we can go there and I'll survive the mill.
Theoretically, yes, you'd survive if the laws of time require you to come back here.
Then there's our safety. I'm guaranteed to survive, right? And we can move forward. That compromises our goal here.
Cole, we don't know what will happen if we leave this unchecked.
But if the laws of time require us to send me back, then nothing happens. Nothing can come from the temporal dimension that can prevent us from finishing.
We're safe, technically, and we move forward, which is the goal. Thoughts, Miss Bateman?
what do you think I'm gonna say to that?
I think you're going to make an assumption about the dangers of the situation.
An assumption? Really? We've never seen this before. We didn't even consider it. I'm sorry, Cole, we just don't have research on this.
This shit is what happens when you take risks. Are you going to be afraid? No! We have a responsibility.
Hey! So we're stuck. He's right, Miss Bateman.
What?
About responsibility. We have a duty here.
Okay, what's our duty?
What?
What are we responsible for? Ask him. Ask him what comes after Operation Orange.
What the hell are you doing?
We get the time book, then what?
Okay! Fine. We're taking a break.
Guys, please. We can do this. You guys said I have a say in this. So I'm saying we should go to the mill. Then we can come back and close the hole in the dimension.
Washburn Mill, destroyed in 1878. This might be more of a challenge.
Harder than Mount St. Helens?
Closer.
3 explosions destroyed the mills. We'll give you enough time to prepare, but you can't investigate until all 3 have cycled through.
You have 3 options now. Altronian dimension, Hollow World dimension, or hopefully the temporal dimension.
All right, Cole. Hope you enjoy 1878.
You with us, Cole?
I'm here.
Listen up. You're far enough not to get hurt by the blast, but it's gonna be loud. People in St. Paul could hear this, okay?
Okay.
All right, Cole, we're approaching the minute. Cole?
James, there's no read on this thing.
Wait for the other explosions. It'll be safe enough to get closer.
Oh, James, people are still here. They can still live.
No, Cole, absolutely not.
No.
Cole, are you ready?
Yeah. I'm going in.
Checking in.
Doing good. Getting closer. James, I gotta go inside.
Be careful, Cole. There aren't any more explosions on record, but that smoke can kill.
I'll be in and out. Wait. Hollow World radiation.
Awesome. Good work, Cole. Let's get you back.
James, hold on. James?
I can't hear you.
James?
Something just going on.
James, the Hollow World dimension left some sort of crystal. James? James?
Hey,
You did it. We're coming down.
coming?
Can you just tell us what this is about?
Tell me what this is.
The zero factor. These 4 points represent the 4 dimensions. In order to go from this dimension to this dimension, or this dimension to this dimension, there must be something that can travel through all 4 dimensions. 0. I see you've discovered some advanced research.
Yeah. You believe in this?
Yeah, I do. Did you read the whole book?
Yeah.
So, you know about it.
Yeah.
Bateman.
You guys lied.
Cole, I need you to understand that.
You wouldn't have said yes. That's the truth, Cole. We were afraid you'd say no.
You were afraid?
Yes. We were afraid.
Why the hell didn't you say anything? This isn't science. You're telling me that there's a monster going through the dimensions? Miss Bateman, I would have stopped. And you. I went back to the mill for you. I was so ready. Bateman was right, and you didn't do anything.
Cole, you are the most important.
Bullshit! Stop! I thought you guys told the truth. I thought you actually wanted me on your team. You can't just use me for who I am to try and convince me to do things that I already want to do. It's not just about you guys. I need this. I need a scholarship. I could get school. I could get a life. And now it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, Cole. Everything we've done matters. Everything that you do.
The zero symbol was at the mill in 1878.
We are done.
Bateman, we're so close.
No more! Do what you want, but I'm out.
Cole, Operation Orange. This is what it's all about. We get the time book. We write Zero out of history. We write him out of time. I'm sorry. Miss Bateman.
Hey.
Bateman, just please don't go. Please don't go.
This is bigger than us, James.
This is us. This is new technology.
It's new technology. It's not Bateman. It's not West. This is yours.
It can be whatever you want it to be. We can do whatever you want.
That's not what it's. No.
Bateman.
We've gone too far. It's just not safe anymore.
Then I'll stop. I promise. No more.
I'm not gonna take this away from you. You're gonna make history, James. I can't do it with you anymore.
Thanks for calling New Technology. Leave your name and telephone number and we'll give you a call.
Hey, James, you haven't picked me up in a week. Just wondering if this is still a thing. So, yeah.
James New, leave a message.
Hey, James, it's a 9:15 on the 12th. Can you just call me back? Look, I just want to know where we're at. The temporal dimension is still... There's still a hole. Are we just gonna leave it? I know this stuff. I know you think I'm just... I have shit to do too, okay? Give me something here. I don't know what you want. You're the one who lied, not me. You're the one who started this whole operation. Just tell me something. Say something. James, I'm gonna go to Everett. I'm gonna take what I learned with me. And I'm gonna get that scholarship. Thanks for everything. I hope I see you guys.
Hello? Tommy. Hello. Yeah. I think we're done.
Red fog that's been coming through, would you?
Thank you for coming in, Miss Bateman.
Have a seat.
Cameron. Can I call you Cameron?
Yes.
Cameron. We have an offer we hope you'll consider. As you know, Mr. New has made the decision to cut our funding from his program.
It's disappointing to say the least.
James cut the funding?
We've invested a lot into Mr. New.
We want to transfer our investments to you and your efforts. We believe in dimensional science as a reliable inevitability. You get us results to keep us ahead of the curve. And you can keep working on Operation Orange.
No.
Miss Bateman.
Please, call me Cameron. The answer is no, but thank you for your offer.
Thank you for your time, Cameron. We'll find a time to come and pick up our equipment. It is a part of our investment.
James?
Cole, what are you?
Our hole in the dimensions.
What?
The paper yesterday. People are being killed. It happened out by the farm. More stuff's going on out there. We are breaking the laws of time. Every second we leave the barn out there, we're safe. But people are being killed because of us. Whatever came out of that hole we left is... You have to do something now. Where's James? Are you guys... Are you leaving? Miss Bateman, we can't leave this now.
Operation Orange is flawed.
This isn't about Operation Orange. This is something bigger. We have to go back. I have to go back to... I have to go back in time. Leave the stabilizer. We don't know how bad things could get. Events, timelines, whatever. If we don't drop the broken stabilizer back in 1698, things could keep going wrong.
We lost everything. James gave up the grant and I didn't take it back.
Why?
Because the risks were too high. I have to move on from this.
Miss Bateman, you were right. You were always right. We went too far. And I'm sorry. I really am. But this is bigger. This isn't about us. I will go back, whether you help me or not. But it won't go well. Please.
Cole, we might not be able to get you back if the stabilizer is broken.
I know. But it's a small risk. Leaving this, leaving whatever time does, that's a bigger risk.
We don't have the equipment.
We can rebuild it.
But the money, Cole.
I have it. We don't have to spend anything on research. And we know how to build everything. Do you know where he is? We need him. You know that.
Hey.
Hear about what's been going on down there?
Yeah.
People are dying, Cole. A little girl went missing. They announced it today. It's my fault.
Maybe. Things aren't the way they're supposed to be. That's my fault. How are the laws of time corrected?
What?
What if we can't fix it? What happens?
Can't just not fix it. There are theories. None of them are grounded in scientific evidence, but some people say if you break the laws of time, you die. But that breaks the laws of time if you're supposed to be alive. Some people theorize that correction is separate. Whatever breaks the laws of time disappears until whatever went wrong is right.
Where do you go?
Temporal dimension, somewhere in between. Time loop. Old dimensional studies talk about time loops. Their native word for it doesn't translate directly, but they call it getting clocked.
Who clocks you?
I don't know.
James, we need to follow the rules here. It's our fault. Both of us. But we have the chance to do something about it. We do. We're gonna go back. We're gonna look for that time book. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Even then, we have a responsibility.
Laws of time are just a theory.
Everything is just a theory. Who are you? You're James New. You're the founder of New Technology. You're the first practicing dimensional scientist. And me? I'm a dimensional. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna follow the laws of my dimension.
We don't have the funds.
Take a goddamn risk.
Thank you guys.
For what?
This world. Dimensions. It's so cool. And without you two, I wouldn't have been able to be a part of it. A direct part of it.
I wonder if we'll live to see the next set of dimensionals.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're like.
Maybe they're all into the science.
Maybe.
Maybe they're just waiting for their call. Like Cole was.
I've been coming up with my own theory. Not really a theory, but what if there are no dimensionals without Cole? Without what we're doing? I mean, Cole needed a catalyst, right? We threw a bunch of radiation at him.
Yeah, thanks for that.
No, but I mean, Cole wouldn't have been able to time travel. without that catalyst.
I think I know what our next operation should be.
Yeah?
When we're done here, when we find the time book, we should start looking for the next set of dimensionals. Hollow-world, Ultronian, Nocturnal, right?
Right. You're a special person, Cole.
Thank you.
And not just. I truly believe that even if you weren't a dimensional, our paths would cross eventually.
We would have come across your work somehow. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here tonight.
Stop, guys.
We lied to you.
No, Miss Bateman.
We did.
Nobody's perfect. I've done everything I wanted to do because of you guys.
Me too.
It's time. I know.
Cole, if this doesn't work, if you get stuck, you wait for us. Don't do anything that goes against the rules. But if it does work, bury this. Put it where we found it.
Grandfather paradox.
It follows the rules. We're not betting this whole thing on you getting stuck, okay?
Thank you. When we find the book, we're gonna have a lot to read. I'm serious. We can start tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. You ready?
Yeah.
You stay safe, okay?
I will.
And if at any point you need to come back, you let us know.
I will.
It's been an honor, Cole West.
Cole?
Hey.
What do you see?
Not much. Still waiting. I'm going to start to get some readings.
We'll be patient.
Still nothing. Oh my god. The temporal dimension.
Great, Cole.
What the?
Now run, get out of there!
Dimension breach! I'm alright! James?
Cole, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Guys, it happened. The stabilizer's broken.
No.
Both of them.
Okay, Cole, we're going to bring you back. Cole?
It's not working.
What do we do?
James! It's gotta be there. It's gotta be the time block. Guys, we did it! I stopped the time book. You guys did it. All your hard work. We finally did it. Tomorrow.
Cole, this is James. Do you copy? It is February 9th. Do you copy? Cole? It is 10 on March 7th, I believe. I talked to the investors. We're starting new tech. We had to write you out of the project. We had to. People don't know what happened. They aren't. They won't. I know you can't hear me. I know that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sorry.
Congratulations on your company launch, Dr. New.
James? What the hell? James?
James? Miss Bateman? James, can you hear me? James? I'm in the barn. Where are you? James?